In this sparring session today, we go over different contexts. We call it, positional or conditional sparring. Similar to jiu-jitsu, where you have a limited range of things you can do in order to develop your skills in a certain area of combat. Hope you enjoy. When you're practicing looks out means rolling arms. Your objective, very simply put, is to bring the stance, the bone structure, and the state into a pressured, dynamic environment. So as we do our looks out, our rolling arms, you're maintaining state, structure, and stance. So stance is the easiest thing to think of, okay? My knees are bent, my toes are pointed to the end of the power plane. Yeah, my stance is on, my spine is upright. My structure, right? So how do we activate structure? Any ideas? Tai Gong, sync, yeah, right idea. Sense, that's the key. Center and sense, you sense your whole structure. So imagine what a skeleton looks like. Can you all imagine what a skeleton looks like? You're trying to sense into your skeleton. That is your structure. When someone says Wing Chun structure. So you have your stance on, you're sensing your structure, you're centering and sensing your structure so that when pressure comes into your body, it gets absorbed into your structure. Make sense? And then as we roll, we focus on state, meaning centered in our intention, sensing our space, sinking, releasing, and targeting. But most specifically, the part you're talking about, sinking. Because why? Because now that you have dynamic pressure on your body, someone pressing or reaching towards you, it's going to activate tensions in your muscular system, right? But those tensions are what separate your structure. So by centering, sensing, and sinking, you're releasing those tensions, further unifying your structure. So the objective of our looks out is to maintain stance, structure, and state as we roll through the shapes. The guidelines. Start by reaching forward. So Noah reaches to me, I reach to him. And we use that forward, that double forward pressure to roll with. So Noah's reaching forward to me, I'm reaching forward to him. Those two forward pressures create that roll, that spin. No, they don't explode, they roll, yeah? So that's the first primary. You always are reaching forward, always. Because that means if the hands ever come away, you're already striking. Make sense? So reach forward. And then from that forward reaching, you roll, maintaining stance, structure, and state. Get it? Any questions? When you're doing balance control, it's even though the word balance is a part of the context of the training, protecting your center is more important. Meaning, Noah doesn't want to, for example, keep his spine on the same spot and look balanced at the price of being hit. So for example, let's say I'm putting quite a bit of pressure in towards Noah. He doesn't want to open up his hands or collapse his hands in order to keep his spine where it is. Because if he opens up his hands, obviously he can get hit. If he collapses his hands, he can get hit. It's better that his balance rides my incoming pressure and maintains his protective shield, meaning the forearms and hands will keep away from the body, but in front of the center. Yeah? So as I put pressure on him, it's better that he rides, see he's still protected. Because I see a lot of people doing in balance control, like as Noah goes to attack, yeah, to my balance is to do this. See how now I'm open. You see that I'm open, right? Oh, I may go again. I may be on the same spot still, but look, no one can hit me. See what I'm getting at? So even though you're looking to maintain and also offset your partner's balance, protecting your center is the primary. Does that make sense? All right. If your partner does open their arms up, in order to just keep their balance in the same spot, just reach through and show them, okay, look, you've given off your center, okay? Even though we're not doing strikes yet, just show them, okay, look, you've actually forgotten the primary thing, which is to protect yourself. Make sense? 1, 2, let's go. Keep the awareness of the whole body. So try to, as I keep moving you around, try to stay aware from the whole body, from the center. So like a sense of expanding through the whole body. Switch around. Thank you.
What? Like I just feel a force.
I'm just good at targeting my whole mass, momentum, and energy to your center. So that's why you feel there's like a strong force coming towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sense, it's not a forceful thing. You sense your whole body, you target it with your intention, like you're walking towards me. Like if you're just walking towards me naturally, it's a very natural feeling, you know? It's not a forceful feeling. I just naturally aim it at you. Yeah. The next context of sparring, just striking down the center, yeah? So you're just striking down through this line here. That's all. Just punches and palm strikes down here. One attack, one defend. Now why do we have just this limited range? So that you can train defending your center in a safe manner, but also train attacking through the center as well, right? So you're training that context of skill. Yes, we will open up to other strikes later. You're trying to hit here, and I'm trying to hit there. Yeah. So the yin yang. Yeah, that's it. You can hit it, it's fine.
I like down.
Yeah, but that's not doing anything. You've got to practice doing it with power. Okay. This, you're just shaking your hands, you know. So what I mean, you should feel, I'll show you, you should feel like you can actually move or attack me properly. This, you're not doing anything, yeah? So here, like, move me. Yeah, I feel like you can move me, yeah? Actually move me, yeah. Yeah, so you know, actually hit me is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So you're practicing the ability to hit under pressure or defend under pressure. Yeah. Not just this, yeah, understand? Yeah. So you feel like, you can feel, you can feel that I can put power on you, yeah? Yeah, sure. You're trying to do the same with me, not just score points, yeah? This should connect to this. So that if I'm, meaning your whole center should connect to my center. Yep. So if I'm hitting through here, this shouldn't be whole. See how there's a hole here now? Like you kind of went like this and this was open.
Yep.
You should sense this, so centering, and target the whole. So the power plane. Yep. This should be targeted so that this knows to defend this. Otherwise, like better. So you see the whole, so I see my whole center connected to your whole center.
Got it.
Make sense?
You make sense.
You've got to make sure that's on. Otherwise, even when we're just doing strikes here, because then you'll get a bad habit of not protecting your head. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, even I sometimes forget because we're so focused here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still want to maintain that. Yeah, good. If I go like this just to here, I feel you can hit my head now. You see what I mean? I see. If I focus my head to your head now, I feel naturally my arm wants to protect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I go for the punches,
yes.
how do you usually like defend?
Depends on the way the punch is coming, depends on where my arm is, depends on how my state is, yeah? So it depends. Yeah. The idea is that as a ball rolls down a hill, it rolls according to the environment. So you keep the state on, the structure of the ball, the dynamics of gravity and the environment combined, and let it spin.
Oh, I see.
So you put the state on and you focus. Yeah. That's why you're gonna be quite good at this. You just keep your focus on. Keep your state on, keep your focus on. Yeah. Yeah. Now we both attack, so now we're both having the intent to strike through. So see how the shapes will just roll according to what the environment. So see how they're not perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Like, see, that was this. They came kind of controlling over the top to hit. It wasn't a traditional chain punch, right? Yeah. Because of the environment. You know, so we're trying to hit here, but how we get there depends on the environment. We practice in this limited confines, like positional style sparring, to cultivate your skill in that area. Okay, I'm learning to defend strikes directly down my center with a limited range of different attacks. So you can learn to defend that area, learn to attack down there. You cultivate your skill there, right? I know it's tempting to go outside of those boundaries, and it does happen. And one of the constraints or limitations in that type of sparring, often it happens to me as well, is that you get so hyper-focused on this area that other areas get opened up and you get hit. And that's a good lesson, because we should always keep the whole focus of the whole body, which now is a part of this opening up to the next range. So now your targets go from, because there's quite a few white spots here, let's stick to across the shoulder line. So meaning you can come straight through here or across the shoulder. The cross shoulder post is one of my favorites as a self-defense weapon because it represents like a Chit Sao strike to the throat where you're driving, like what we did in the self-defense session beforehand, where you're driving your wrist, this part here, just the top part of the forearm through here. So the cross shoulder post represents that because you don't really hurt the person, but you get that type of effect. So now the strike lines have opened up. You've got center, straight shoulder, cross shoulder. The straight shoulder could be a punch to the throat or even like a palm strike to the chin, for example. And you've also got now the lower parts as well, so to the stomach and to the side as well. So you're basically opening up the whole torso. Make sense? Now, the only thing you want to keep in mind is that you do want to have some placement of pressure onto their system. Yeah, so as opposed to like kind of touch sparring, yeah, you do want to have a bit of placement of pressure. I'm not saying belt the shit out of each other, just place your power precisely. So you think, okay, so that you can see that you're actually putting your weight, your mass, your momentum, your intention into the target. Does that make sense? We'll do one attack, one defend, and then both. Any questions? 1, 2, let's go.
Why the fuck is this round so long?
Yes, nice. Nice. I like that. You changed the sorry. You changed the center to my hands like that.